Guyana's Minister of Home Affairs Robson Ben said DNA tests can be done here on home soil. He said new equipment was bought to aid the process following some missteps with the previous acquisition. However, the minister said that the remains, which are believed to be that of Police Constable Quincy Lewis, which were found at Madwini, will be sent overseas.
New DNA equipment in place. What had occurred was that I think in 2017 or 18, DNA equipment was sourced for the laboratory. It turned out later that it wasn't the most efficacious kind. And the company which supplied that machine went out of existence, or its assets were taken over by another company. When we had it installed and were then ready to use it, we couldn't get the reagents to be able to do any work on the machine. And so we had to rush to start the process of acquiring new equipment. So we have now new equipment, one a rapid test one, which is already operational. The other one is also operational, but it has to go through for a couple of months validation testing in relation to the different types of samples that it would be working on. That machine is more complicated but more efficient in terms of larger batches and the quality of results that it would produce. So that's where we are. It will be tested, but for surety, we are going to send samples because, as I said, we're still in a couple months of validation testing for the big machine. We'll send those samples to a laboratory overseas, which has a machine of that kind up and running for tests to be done.
The police constable disappeared on June 19, 2020 after he left home for work. He was stationed at the Agricola outpost, but he never got there. The minister feels that within a couple of months, based on the validation requirements, Guyana can be up to par with DNA testing.
Well, as I said, we had a misstep with the previous acquisition of equipment, but I think within 3-4 months, based on the validation requirements, because you don't want to do a test which will fail in challenges at the courts, 3 to 4 months we would be okay in respect of the DNA at a higher level. But that said, the laboratory is working all the time, every day. In fact, we've asked them to work at weekends too. And at some point in time, we'll ask the press to come and take a look.
Ben was speaking with reporters at Ivlery on the sideline of the police officers' conference on Thursday.